So the problem is you're not supposed to stick anything in the game card slot besides the game. And you stick other things in there, you bend the pins, and then you're going to end up with a problem. So today on the workbench, we have a Nintendo Switch OLED edition, and it's not reading games consistently, and that's because one of the pins is bent. I'm going to show you what I mean. Looking inside the game card slot, the top row, second from the right, is bent. Barely. Here, in case you can't even see, I'm going to show you. That one. And that small of an error can cause you problems. Now, you could bend it back, but I consider such a thing a half measure. And I don't do half measures. I'm going to replace the game card slot, and it's useful information anyway. In case yours is just so messed up, you definitely have to replace it. Then this is going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to get the part out of there. Okay, this is the device that we're going to be working with. We got this out of the system now. And this is the cartridge slot. This is my replacement. And we're going to walk through how to get that off of there and how to put that on. Should be pretty easy. First thing that we got to do is desolder it. So, let's have a little zoom here. Fume extractor goes on. Okay, now with the old part fully removed, we can begin installing the new part. Just got to get it out of the packaging here. Alright, installed. Ha! That was easy. Quite actually, we're going to have to solder it on. And I'm going to position this toward me. And I'm going to start with just doing corners there. Okay. I'm going to flip it over. And we'll do the same on the anchors there. Man, flux is plugged. Grab a different one. And don't take much to fill those in. Okay, clean those real quick. I don't like to get my mat dirty, then I get flux everywhere I don't want it to be. So clean flux up before I flip it over. Okay, then we're going to carefully do these. I like to do the tight spot first on these, just to kind of get it out of the way. Just get that one in that tight spot. There we go. The rest will go really easily once you get those ones in that tight spot. Okay. Looks pretty good. Probably hard to tell with all the glare. Don't know how to get that glare out of there. It's just too shiny to not have glare. I don't know. We'll just clean up what's left and we'll put it back together. All right, it's done. Now I just got to get this thing back into the system and we'll test it out. So while I'm screwing this back together, I thought, why not address the question of why repair a modular part? Wouldn't it be so much easier to just buy another one of those boards that has the game slot and the SD card slot? Of course it would be easier. Just so happens that that part is expensive. I know wholesale, they're over $40. I don't even know what the retail is on one. I suppose you could look that up if you want to know, but you spend tons of money to save yourself a few minutes of soldering. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but also the aftermarket boards, I don't know if they're original Nintendo or not, and I'm in the mindset of wanting to preserve the original circuitry whenever possible, because the aftermarket stuff too often sucks. Okay, so that's why I am going to always, whenever it's possible, replace the part that's just metal. See, there's no circuitry on what I replaced. They're just metal parts. I'm retain the original Nintendo circuitry, and the system remains original, no aftermarket parts, and save a bunch of money just for a little bit of soldering. That's why don't replace just the modular part if you can help it. Now, if you want to spend the money, replace the modular part. It makes the job really fast and doesn't require soldering. It's a screwdriver job. Okay, I'm going to jump to full assembly. Okay, we're all done. Just cleaning the screen because, of course, if a device comes into my shop, I'm not going to hand it back dirty. So, these guys really should buy a screen protector. Costs $10. Save your screen from all these scratches. Okay. Turn this on. And I have a game in one of my drawers over here. Haven't grabbed it out for 9 months. Just that particular one. I use Switch games every day for testing these things. Okay. So, we're just going to pop open the slot. Push it in. And ta-da! Okay. Of course, it's trying to connect to the internet. Why wouldn't it? Oh my gosh. Alright, forget this. Start software. Goodness gracious. Alright, so obviously it works. You can see it right there. Appreciate you watching the video. If you found it helpful, hit the subscribe button, like the video, drop a comment. See you in the next one.